Hey, g'day everyone, Andrew here, Real 4x4 Adventures, coming to you from a caravan park just out of Streaky Bay called the Island. So if you head into Streaky Bay, there's a couple of caravan parks. There's the one a little bit closer to town, on the other side of town, the Foreshore one, which is a Discovery Parks one, and then this one is about 7k's out of town. So here's where you come in. You've got an office here that has a few little bits and pieces. There's a casual bush golf course that you can play. They've got some golf carts there, and you can hire the clubs for a donation there, which is pretty cool. As you come in, you've got your recreational area here, where you've got a pool, you've got a playground just over there, you've got this area here, which you've got a pool table in there, there's a big TV, there's some people in there at the moment, so I'm not going to pop in there. There's some toilets there attached to that as well. You've got some outdoor eating, chilling areas there. Great if you've got the kids in here. You also have, so you've got a heap of sites. The sites here are a really good size. So there's a range down there. There's the laundry's also in this building, so you can see the washing there in the distance. You also have a range of cabins. We're not staying in a cabin, so I'm not really going to focus on that, but they're up there, and look at that, have some amazing water views. The sites here are all pretty big though. You've got more than enough space there for your van, an awning and your car. You've got water power. A lot of them have a range of greenery between them, so when you're in the site it's a little bit more private. So there's a toilet block down here, and then there's a bigger toilet block just over there, that roof that you can see, which we'll talk about in a moment. We'll go for a little walk down here. Now, so we're about 7k's out of the middle of town or thereabouts. There's a really cool walking track or bike riding track, so a dirt road or dirt track there that you can go all the way into town. Again, I think it's about 7k's or thereabouts. So inside there you've got some tables and chairs as well, so if the weather's not doing the right thing. Again, there's a pool table and a really big TV. There's a barbecue here. All the facilities cleaned really well. You've got the pool, you've got the playground, some more seating there. You can see there the sites. The laundry just in there with a range of washers and dryers. So we've also got the clotheslines down there. Again, there's a heap of sites. So we're further down there. And there's also some water view sites as well. Not just the cabins, there are some ones for your caravans and campers as well. Now, this is the big main toilet block near us. It's currently closed for cleaning. Not really ideal. That's okay. So in there you've got, that's actually really well set up, and listen in the guys there. So you've got a couple of individual toilets, a couple of individual showers, but then you've got a number of combined toilet shower little rooms there, so you can do everything all at once, which is pretty cool. So this is their camp kitchen. And having a look here, all the sites are pretty big. So we've spent 2 nights at the Foreshore one, which, like I said, is part of the Discovery Parks network. The sites were definitely smaller there, I felt they were smaller, and there was a lot less greenery around, so you don't get to where you get to see your neighbours there at the Foreshore one, whereas with this one you get that little bit of extra privacy. So camp kitchen here, you've got 2 barbecues, 1, 2, plenty of outdoor seating that's sheltered, some more outdoor seating here, again sheltered, more outdoor seating. Again, they're the sites, more outdoor seating. Let's check it out in here. No, they're not. So you've got I think a really good camp kitchen here. You've got a range of burners, microwave, toaster, kettle, utensils, fridge, freezer, another microwave, kettle, toaster. Again, some inside seating there. Being on the Eyre Peninsula, you can get some pretty serious winds, etc. So again, just looking at the sites, there's a lot of greenery. So as I was saying there, the foreshore one, look, it's closer to town. It's got its own little kiosk. If you're just coming in for a night, probably there are some appeals to that. Whereas for this one here, you are a little bit further out of town, but you do have that aspect there of additional greenery, and also it's a little bit, well, we found it a little bit quieter, being a little bit further out of town. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to walk down and have a look at the water. But while we're doing that, we'll talk a bit about Streaky Bay. So when you come here, when we were initially looking there, there's a big focus on it's on the water and everything that comes with that. But there are some really good drives. One of the reasons why we're staying a bit longer here in Streaky Bay, to explore those, where you can get out and see, you know, there's some amazing sand dunes, there's rock formations, landscapes, there's snorkeling there if the weather's doing the right thing by you. Just absolutely beautiful coastline. And so Streaky Bay there, you can definitely spend a few days. So I'm going to walk down to the water here. So this one's called the Islands. It's Caravan Park, and you've got these two island structures. Just going to wait a second. There's plenty of bins around as well, so make sure you don't leave a mess. I'll walk down over here. So you've got one of the island structures over here, one of them over here. Both the main caravan parks, the islands one here and the foreshore one, are pet friendly. So if you've got pets there. Look, South Australia currently has a fire ban, so I'm not sure whether you can have fires at either. There definitely hasn't been anything suggesting you can, but again, given there's a fire ban, that wasn't really on our radar to check. But look, that's something there. South Australia has over summer some extended fire bans, so always keep that in mind. So looking back here, these are the ones that have the water views. These sites here, they go pretty quick. We didn't get one of those, but again, you can see there, all the sites there have plenty of greenery in between them, so you're not looking at your neighbours. Again, depending on how long you're going to be staying, that may or may not be a factor for you. Again, at the foreshore one, they don't have as much greenery, but again, being that little bit closer to town, there's a heap of shinglebacks around that we've been seeing on the Eyre Peninsula. This one there just having a bit of a cruise. Oh, he's not looking happy about that, or she's not looking happy about that. But so look, when you're driving around, always try to be a little bit careful. You can see you've got one of the islands there, a little island there. There's plenty of bird life around. You can get a bit of a breeze. Some purple flowers here. So here, having a little beach, you can go for a walk. The foreshore one is, can't quite see it there, but it goes around to the base. So it's probably 1k the other side of town, so probably the best part of, you know, 8 odd k's from here. So it depends what you're after. If you want to be closer to town and that's what you're into, the foreshore one is you know, a very clean park, a nice park. I've got a view on that if you have a look. We'd only just arrived though. When we did that video, it was a far more overcast day. Whereas for us, this one here, we spent a few extra nights and we extended and stayed here, seeing the park with the little bit more greenery. It's got the bigger playground. There is a playground though next to the foreshore one. But yeah, this one's got a really good vibe. We don't mind being a little bit further out of town, especially while we're doing these drives. So look, make sure you have a look. We'll have some footage there of a few of the loops. We've only done one of them so far, but we're going to do another one. We've got another couple of nights here. But yeah, this hopefully gives you a bit of a feel for what the Islands campground here from Streaky Bay is. Look, Streaky Bay in general, I think it's fantastic. We really are enjoying our time here. Again, there are a couple of options there, the foreshore one campground, and there's this campground, and there are a couple of other smaller options. There's an RV option there as well, which wasn't appropriate for us. And you've also got some other campsites just out of town. I think there's Tractor Beach there, which is not too far away if you can be fully off-grid. So there's plenty of options around here in Streaky Bay to enjoy it. The keys may make sure you come along, but look for islands. We're staying here for 4 nights and we're 2 nights into that, so we've got another 2 nights. We've really enjoyed the time here so far. The other thing there with the trees there, they do give a little bit of protection there when there is a bit of wind, but also the privacy, and for us in particular, the aspect is what we really like with having the greenery and trees in between. So there's, someone was there before, so you can walk down there to have a look from the water there, or then you can get down to the beach. We'll just quickly walk down there, and hopefully there's no one there now. You can quickly just pan down onto the beach so you can see. You can walk a good little distance. I love the Eyre Peninsula in general. Has really surprised us, the amount of time that we thought we'd spend in the Eyre Peninsula. We're spending a lot longer, so yeah, look, make sure when you're planning your trip there, if you've got the time, it will surprise you. And the other piece there is, just like at Ceduna, we've found that if you get there, you find that there is a lot to do just out of town. You can do some really good little day trips. So keep that in mind, because you don't want to come all this way potentially and then miss out on some really good things. Go, so let's walk around the corner here again. It's a pretty amazing day in lower tide. Look, I haven't seen it low enough that you can walk without getting your feet wet out to the island, but when we were down here yesterday, it looked like you'd maybe be up to knee deep to walk out there to the little island. Alright, there you go. So there's a fair bit of beach there. You walk along again, you can possibly see with the lighter blue there, it's not overly deep, and then it gets a bit deeper, so great to splash around in, play around in. It's been a little bit of wind, as you can maybe hear in the background there, so we haven't got the paddleboard out as yet. But yeah, that's the island's campground here in Streaky Bay. Definitely recommend it. Again, we also recommend the foreshore one. Both of them are really good. Probably the big key differences being there's probably a few more cabins down at the foreshore one, but there's a convenience of being very close to town. Again, this one's not that far from town, but this one definitely has your bigger sites and a more green aspect and a little bit more privacy there with the sites. So thanks for watching. If you've been to Streaky Bay and there are any must-sees that you think that people should know, by all means pop it down. We'll have some other videos there of some of the exploring the surrounds of Streaky Bay. But yeah, if you've been here, feel free to drop a comment. If you've got any questions, pop them down below. As always, I'll try to answer them. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. Make sure you press that little button if you haven't already. And thanks for watching. See you on the next one.